Gladiator, the spec that everybody loves and nobody plays. It's definitely one of the underdog specs, but it's also one of the specs that's probably a lot stronger than many people realise. I'm not here to discuss which spec is best or to convince you to try to play Gladiator, but if you're looking to improve your Gladiator DPS or are interested in trying the spec, then maybe I can be of some help. One of the most common issues for low DPS with Gladiator is when players fail to maximise the number of spells they cast. Gladiator is a spec that is global cooldown capped, where every single global cooldown needs to be filled with a spell. If you're not spamming your abilities and filling every single possible moment with a spell, then you are losing DPS. In addition to the standard global cooldown, Gladiator's also got a heroic strike, which is on a separate global cooldown. And this is likely the major cause in the issue. There are many ways to deal with this. My personal solution is to map heroic strike to the button on my mouse, whilst having my other damage dealing abilities on the keyboard and separating the workload between the two. This is the one talent that is key to Gladiator DPS. Unyielding strikes will reduce the rage cost of heroic strike by 5 for every stack. Each devastate will refresh the duration and add a stack. At 6 stacks, this causes heroic strike to be completely free for 5 seconds. After this, the stacks will reset and drop off and you're back to 1. So your aim is to always keep the stacks up, weave your revenge and shield slam in between your devastates, while also increasing your heroic strike usage based on how many stacks you have and how much rage you have. In effect, it means a lot of the time you will be spamming heroic strike for long periods of time without stopping. You generally want to plan your shield charges around your bloodbath. For this reason, I recommend you macro your bloodbath to your shield charge, in addition to also macroing in your shield slam. When you cast your shield charge on the pull, it will both activate bloodbath and cast shield slam instantly. You can then use a separate shield slam keybind for general use and also a separate shield charge keybind if needed. Shield charge holds 2 uses and the duration stacks with a 15-second recharge rate on each use, meaning to fully recharge will take 30 seconds. Using this knowledge, we will plan our uses around bloodbath and when available, the legendary ring. So we're about to pull the boss. You'll charge, shield charge with bloodbath up and your ring, any cooldowns all up, and then you're going to use your second shield charge also on the pull within the bloodbath. The third shield charge will come up at 15 seconds, we're going to use that on cooldown, and then the fourth at 30 seconds. From this point on, we'll begin preparing for the second use of bloodbath. So you're going to let your shield charge recharge to the full 2 uses, and then at the 1 minute point, you'll use both charges again within bloodbath for the maximum effect. This isn't intended as a comprehensive guide, and the basic rotations and priorities for the spec can be found in great detail with a simple Google search. I simply wanted to emphasise what I found with the 3 main aspects that hold people back with Gladiator DPS. To put it simply, 1. Maximising the use of your spells, because Gladiator is possibly the busiest and fastest spec in the game. You must always be casting an ability. Number 2. Master the use of unyielding strikes. With some practice, you'll be able to get a perfect rhythm to keeping the buff up while weaving your abilities in between. Eventually to the point where you can even to some extent plan when you will reach your 6 stacks. And 3. Maximising the use of your cooldowns. Nailing the first 2 steps will for the most part give decent results, but to really push the numbers you must plan your shield charge around your cooldowns. And like all specs, cater your approach specifically to every individual fight. I'm Big Baz. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please leave a comment, and if you liked the video and would like to see more in the future, then feel free to subscribe. Bye!